Nate, usually when we talk about topics that are like unrelated to the sport, it usually has to do with like crime or somebody did something wrong. But I'm glad to say that this is a topic where we can actually be proud of someone for once. Okay? Because former NFL defensive end Brandon Bair saved a man from a burning train. Let me tell you this now. I'm gonna give you the details on this, Nate. So basically, what happened was Bear was driving on a highway in St. Anthony, Idaho, on Thursday when he saw a train plow into a semi truck, triggering an immediate explosion. And after calling 911, Bear spurned into action after hearing a voice from inside the truck, which had caught flame following the crash. And he said, and I quote, he said, "It was a conscious decision that I'm going in because he needs help right now. I ran up the window and saw dripping hot flames all over inside of the truck. I could see a guy in a seatbelt and was able to reach in and get it off of him. He was talking. I told him we had to get out of here now." And so basically, Bear climbed halfway into the wreckage and pulled the 25-year-old named Steven Jenson out through the rear window because between the passenger seat and the driver's seat. And then he said, and I quote, "We walked away, and within seconds, the fire on the roof fell down inside, and the whole seat and cab went up in flames. A few minutes later, there were a couple of big booms and explosions." Jensen, he was transported to an area hospital in stable condition, which is actually good, Friday morning, according to a hospital spokesman. And a little bit on Bear, he's 36 years old. He signed an undrafted free agent for the Kansas City Chiefs in 2011 after playing collegiately at Oregon, and he went on to play for the Philadelphia Eagles and Oakland Raiders before retiring in 2015. Now, before I pass on to you, Nate, I just want to say the source for this was ESPN. So, Nate, your thoughts on Brandon Bear saving a man from a train crash?
But first of all, I absolutely commend this man. This is something very, very brave. I remember reading something similar like this a couple months ago. He's a Patriots player who saved a woman from getting sexually assaulted. And he actually got recognized by the state of Arizona. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but if you guys in the comments know what I'm talking about, please name him in the comments. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. But I really do think Idaho needs to recognize him. I do, I really do, because here's the thing, okay? And I had a good friend of mine ask me this about a month ago. He asked me this, right? In a situation similar to this, are you gonna stay out of it or are you gonna do something about it? Basically, what he's trying to ask is, if there's a situation where someone needs your help, are you just gonna walk away from it and ignore it and just move on from it, or are you gonna jump into action and do something about it? Personally, I answered I'm gonna do something about it because that's just who I am. I like to help people, and I just wouldn't dare to live with myself if I didn't do anything about it. Especially in a situation like this, car crashes. I've made a lot of attention to it before. They're very serious. This one's a little different though because it involves a train, but still, it's still a pretty um ugly situation. But and I feel like that's the situation he was in. Brandon Blair, Bear. I think that was the situation he kind of asked himself. He was like, like, should I do something or should I just wait for officials to arrive? And he said, screw it, I'm going in. You know what I mean? And I commend him for that. Going into a semi truck that's on fire. I don't think anybody would want to do that, but he did. And you know what? I think that deserves a lot more recognition than what it gets. As for Steven Jensen, I do wish him the best of luck. I hope for him for a speedy recovery. Those are very, very serious. I'm looking at a picture right now of the truck and the train, and it was ugly. I'm not gonna show it to you guys. It's in the article, which will be in the description down below. So if you want to go see it, see for yourself. Um, but yeah, Mar, I absolutely commend Brandon Bear for doing this. I really, really do, and I wish him the best of luck moving forward. And there needs to be more people like this in the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Again, I wish Brandon Bear the best of luck. And yeah, I mean, it took a lot of guts. It took a lot of guts and a lot of heart for somebody to save another person and risk their own life. We need more people like that. Definitely, you're not wrong. And it's a very hard decision to make. Because again, it's also your life as well. But we need more people like this who are willing to save others. Because let me be honest with you, 911, I don't think was going to make it in time. I don't think they were going to make it in time. I think by the
I
time they
think
made
that's I
it,
think that's when he realized he's like, oh, like you're not gonna make it. I'm about to go in.
right, and the guy could have been in critical health or possibly death. We don't want that from a guy neither. So I'm glad that Brandon Bear was able to take action and get the guy out of there. And luckily both of them, they are in they are in stable condition, which is absolutely great. I'm glad that they're both alive, but we definitely need more people like this. Me personally, I'd probably do the same thing, in cases like that. I'm gonna be honest. I'd probably do the same thing. I'd probably go rescue them because honestly, yeah, I couldn't live if I didn't, you know? Same thing. I'm always thinking to myself, like, if I seen somebody in a dangerous situation, would I help them? And I think I would, because I don't think I could live with myself if I didn't. Um, but you know what, Nate? I'm glad that Brandon Bair did this. I'm glad that we actually get to talk about somebody as a hero and as a good person, opposed to the other way around. Because usually a lot of topics we talk about outside the sports world has something to do with somebody else doing something wrong. And there's very little of the topics about good. So I'm glad that this is one of the good topics we can do. And I salute Brandon Bair because I gotta give him a lot of credit. He absolutely did the right thing here, no doubt about it. So with that being said, I wish Brandon Bair the best of luck in whatever the future is in his life. I wish Steven Jenson, the guy who was in the accident or the crash, I wish him the best of luck. And with that being said, look, guys, we need more people like this in the world. Nate's absolutely right. So if you ever have a chance to go help somebody out, I'm not saying put your life at risk or anything like that, but I'm never saying if you guys ever have a chance to go help someone with anything, you should definitely go help them. So with that being said, best of luck to Brandon Bair, best of luck to Steven Jensen, and again to everybody out there. Just be nice to people and be kind.